It doesn't usually happen that someone taking care of procurement and logistics in a huge company also then gets added on responsibility for manufacturing, which I think is fascinating and also speaks for you, Neil. So that's why it would be nice to hear some practical hints for our listeners here today. What your advice for today could be.
Well, I thank you, Martine. I think for me, it's I'd like to think I'm quite a humble person, right? And we all spend an inordinate amount of our personal time at work. And for me personally, life's all about making memories, right? And in all of the seriousness and the detail that we have to get into, I guess a couple of personal things for me, really. Number one, try and be the reason someone smiles every day, right? Being kind, saying thank you or well done, whether it's on an email or in person. Having been on the receiving end of that, the value that individuals can place on that, just knowing that, actually, I've taken the time to do this work and it's been read and it's been recognised. Saying thank you is really important, and that builds onto making people and making each other feel valued. That's really important, and obviously creating memories. Right, that's nobody wants to remember all of the bad stuff. We have a lot of that going on a day-to-day basis. And, from a procurement perspective, it's always about doing the right thing, right? And, doing the right thing, in my experience, that'll feed your soul, not your ego, right? And if you've got a mentality where, you never give up, you roll with the punches, as they say, you'll enjoy what you're doing. And procurement is an often pressurized environment, and I think as part of that, tempers can get frayed, people can not necessarily display the right behaviours. But for me, being kind costs nothing, and in a world where you can be anything, being kind, I think in this day and age, without being complacent or without being nasty, or being lazy or soft or perceived as soft, in a world where you can be anything, being kind, I think, is really, really important.